Alright, what's up everybody? We are back with more of Avadon 3, the Warborn. Let's go ahead and resume. We have a final stone to place and then we can move on to another mission. Our main mission. Okay, I don't know why Selena went that far, but... whatever. You find Han Sharon. He's a recent recruit. You've talked to him back in camp a few times, but you've never been on a mission together. You greet him only to get no response. He stares straight ahead, unaware of reality. A shovel hangs limply from his hand. There is a small hole in the ground. A runestone rests in it. It looks like Sharon was very close to burying it. All it would take is one shovelful of dirt. Sharon, what is wrong? He doesn't respond. A bit of drool gathers at the side of his mouth. Wait, is this the hand we were talking to earlier who was talking about pants and all that? You poke at him. Nothing happens. Someone has powerfully clouded his mind. It's not hard. You scrape some dirt over the stone with your foot. It is buried. The magic immediately begins to take effect. As before, the dark spirits are driven out by the magic of Nicodemus. One of them appears just behind Sharon. It points the spectral claw at the young Han's head. As more creatures emerge, the shade makes a chopping motion with this claw. Sharon begins to cast a powerful spell, directed at you. Oh boy. What if we kill the Mind Taker Shade before we do anything else? What if we kill the Mind Taker Shade before Sharon? Will that save him? Well, save him if I can avoid it. Your final blow tears the shade apart. It falls into translucent fragments, which fade away. The protective spell in the circle holds, providing security to the camp. Sharon blinks his eyes. Slowly, he returns to himself. What? What happened? He is exhausted, barely able to remain standing. I must go. He runs off, heading in the direction of the camp. It's a good thing he was in no shape to help you fight. Okay, we'll just sell that scroll. Sell that wand. Yeah, let's just head back to the camp. At least we didn't have to kill him. That's what matters to me. Here I am going back and forth with the new hands, and I haven't even gone to the main story mission because we're still doing this. I placed the final stone. Also, Chiron is safe. You tell Therese the story. She is surprisingly pleased. I like Chiron. I am glad that he will survive a while longer. At last, the perimeter has been completed. Now we can try to figure out if it did anything. She gives you a pouch of coins and a small scarab. This is the last scarab I have to offer you. Thank you again for helping us, Hand of Avadon. The risk you took on our behalf will not be forgotten. So, any idea how that magic perimeter is working for you? No, Nicodemus tells us it will only become active when we are attacked. Thus, I am not eager to test it. With luck, it won't simply kill us all. Okay. I don't really care for the teleport one, but whatever. I guess we can equip it on Kalita. Got a magic, got an emerald runestone out of it. Let's go ahead and talk back to Chiron here. Chiron nervously looks around while he speaks to you. While he walks around the library, he makes sure to stay in well-lit areas. You did well on your mission. He looks shocked. No, I didn't. I would have died had it not been for you. I'm not sure if I can take this every day. You have no choice. Toughen up. Thank you, Raylin. I appreciate the guidance. I am trying. Excuse me now. Much to do. He returns to work. These are dangerous times. No one is safe. Back home, I read all about the war, but I didn't realize how to feel fighting. I expected battle. I didn't expect... My mind was taken. I will recover, though. I have to. Excuse me. Much to do. He returns to work. I would love to give you more help. Okay, so nothing else there. Now this time, let's just go ahead and head right over to Vanatokstead. Maybe Magda has a mission for us this time. Well. You return to Chief Tilla's hall. She didn't expect you to return. You're much more tense, and she can sense it. You've been sent to compel information from her. This sort of thing can go very wrong. Before you get close, though, you hear shouting outside. Then the door swings open. Ooh. A man walks through the door, flanked by two guards. It takes a moment to process what you are seeing. Redbeard has come here in person. The keeper never leaves the safety of his fortresses, ever, but here he is. He strides toward Chief Tilla. As he passes you, he says, "Follow, but keep silent. This is too important for an amateur." Redbeard stands before Chief Tilla. She recognizes him immediately. There is a long moment of silence. Chief Tilla. Yes? As you watch, Chief Tilla emotionally collapses. Before now, she maintained her confidence. She thought that she could get out of this mess without major suffering. That dream is gone. Redbeard is here. Tilla knows that suffering is coming. All she can do is try to reduce it. She tries to greet her visitor. I know who you are. Redbeard says, Chief Tilla, the stead has been misbehaving. This has been brought to my attention. The less has come here, and we were not told about it. Very naughty. Tilla begins to speak. He cuts her off with emotion. You knew he was here, and you did not tell me. You will tell me all you know, now, or I will give you a lesson. Well, he told us to stay silent, so... Redbeard stares at Chief Tilla, waiting for a response. She is at a loss. So many lives depend on her answer, and she doesn't know what to say. Tilla is at a loss. She has nothing to say. She doesn't know where Deless is. You know this, but Redbeard doesn't. Then, finally, Gert speaks up. They are going to 4 circles. They told me that much, and nothing else. The meeting will be very soon. Redbeard says, Is that all you know? You swear it. On the lives of the peasants and Farlanders here. I swear it. Redbeard turns to you. Raylin, you need to get there. The meeting might already be complete. He brings out a map and has Tilla show you where 4 circles is. Go there, now. Then he turns to Tilla. If we miss catching Deless because of your reticence, you will pay. You will all pay. She doesn't respond. He turns to go. And then, just like that, the keeper is gone. Chief Tilla slumps back in her chair, drained and full of despair. A mighty sword is suspended by a thread over her head. Then she looks at you. Raylin, I wish you success. Deless brought this doom to us. I hope he pays for it. The meeting has concluded. You have your new orders. The 4 circles region is now available on the world map. Alright, what leveled up was it? Intelligence? Yeah, it was. Okay. Alright, we'll level that up. Chief Tilla waits for you to speak. Redbeard's visit has earned her undivided attention. You recognize the look of a Farlander who will do anything to make the gaze of Avadon turn somewhere else. Gert watches her too. Now that he knows what is at stake, you have nothing to worry about from him. Have you learned anything new? No, I am searching for any clues I can offer you to buy safety for my people. Redbeard came here to give us a message. That message has been heard. Has anything suspicious happened lately? She is silent. Then she looks at where Redbeard was standing. Her shoulders slump. Dom is missing, our wisest shaman. He departed without word days ago. Tell me more about Dom. She laughs bitterly. He has served my family for so many years. He was there when I was born. I played on his knee. I can't imagine that he has betrayed us. If he did, he brings doom down upon us. As usual, life heaps pain upon the Farlanders. What are his weaknesses? He is a skilled shaman, but he is old. I still can't believe that he chose this fight. He might have gone for other reasons. Do you have any way to contact him? No, if I could, and if he is aiding Deless, I would strike him down myself. He drew the gates of Avadon to us. He could destroy us all. I still don't believe it is possible, though. Anything suspicious happened lately? Need nothing else? I can only wish you good hunting. Okay, so we got information about Dom. Right, let's go up and talk to Magda then. Do you have any more work for me? I do, but it is not yet time. There are many skirmishes taking place around the stead now. This next task is best saved for when things quiet down. Okay, so she doesn't have anything more for us right now. Well, so far we just have our main missions, though. Okay. Let's go to 4 circles. You reach the remote meeting ground the Cimmerians call 4 circles. You learned about it in your briefing when you first came to the area. To the northwest, the stone spire reaches above the trees. The Farlanders have used it for meetings for centuries. What grabs your attention, however, is the encampment in this clearing. Quite a few Cimmerians were camped here until very recently. It's abandoned now. The fire still smokes and the tracks are still fresh. Rudal kneels and examines the ground. About 30 of them, or more. They left in all directions, recently and quickly. I think we missed the meeting, but some of them might still be here. Or if they left in a panic, they might have left something useful behind. Okay, so far I don't see anything. This region isn't entirely abandoned. There is a Cimmerian walking down the path towards you, flanked by a pair of guards. He must be high-ranking in his tribe. Fetishes, trophies, and jewelry hang from his jerkin. He gets close enough to see you. He and his guards stop and whisper to each other. At first, you think they are planning to run. Then they see that it would do no good. They stand tall and walk boldly towards you, mistakenly thinking you don't know what's going on. The man looks familiar. Then you realize why. You met him in Vanatok's stead, as Chief Hillier of some Cimmerian tribe or other. When you questioned him back there, he said nothing about going to a meeting of enemies of the pack. He says, "Well met, Hand of Avadon. This is a happy accident. I hope you are well." His guards stand by and sweat nervously. "So we meet again, Chief Hillier." "Ah, yes. I remember you from Vanatok's stead, was it? I hope you are well. Strange coincidence us meeting again. I think we will just move on, yes?" "I found an abandoned camp to the south." "Did you? I don't know anything about it. I am only just heading that way. We are leaving the area." "I believe the enemies of the pack were meeting here." "Really?" He looks around at the woods as if he only just noticed they are here. 4 Circles is an old meeting place for the tribes of these lands. There are meetings here all the time. Minor politics, nothing to worry the pact. We were only passing by. Where are you going now? 3 more steads to the west need to be visited. Once done, we will return home. He shoulders his pack and his guards join him at his side. "I hope this is all you need. We need to be going. We want to travel as much as we can while it is light. These are dangerous times." Stop right there. The 3 Cimmerians freeze. The guards look ready to draw their weapons at any moment. Hillier says to them, "Calm yourselves. We must aid Avadon. It is our duty. Hand, something seems to concern you. We are only passing through. We know nothing of what has been happening here. If you want to live, you will give me information." There is a long, quiet moment. You recognize the expression on Hillier's face. The despair, the scheming, the dwindling hope. This is the moment of suspense when he decides whether to help you or force a fight. Every hand knows this moment well. And then he decides. He sighs and shakes his head. "I'm sorry, Hand. I can't help you. I can't say what was happening here." "That is all you have to say?" "That is all. It is in your hands now." Rudal says, You rely on us being foolish or cowardly, Cimmerian. We are neither. Hillier doesn't respond. Selena chips in. By Redbeard's guidelines, we need to punish these Farlanders. It's the rules. At least we don't need to waste time thinking about it. Her smile doesn't fade for a moment. You are a spy and a rebel. You must die. You don't get the advantage of surprise. These three were expecting to fight the moment they saw you. Moments later, their weapons are out. They scream, "Death to the Pact! Death to the oppressors!" and they charge. Haha, you stepped in your own goo. You know what? That's what you get. Search Hillier looking for information. You don't find any letters or other papers. You do know, however, that he and his guards were carrying very few provisions. You don't know why they were here. However, you're sure that they weren't on a long, leisurely journey to other steads or whatever. Okay, well, I feel like that was the best option, was to kill them, so... Oh, duh. Use a steel spear. Where the heck is that? Where the heck did he go? Yeah, get out of here with that. Okay, so far just some spiders here, among other pests. Okay, so we can probably give that spear to Kalita when we can. Also, now that I think about it, let's go ahead and sort out our inventory here. Since I keep tending to forget that. Meant to just do that, not the number I did. One of each of this one. One of each of that one. One of each of this one. And one of that one. Yeah, the other ones I'm not nearly as worried about, but the potions for sure, the others should be able to carry. The tunnel into the stone spire in the center is blocked by a massive steel portcullis. It would take far too long to knock it down. The spire is where the meetings take place, and it is well defended. You'll have to find a different way in. Okay. Okay, well, like with all maps that I've done in this Let's Play series, I will be still scouting out the rest of the area before I head into the main storyline objective. Took care of him. Find chainmail. I like the bonuses I get from the other one better. We could probably give that armor to Kalita though, since I don't really plan on taking her on missions, even though she was a great character to take along in Avadon 2. Just that, like I said earlier, I'd much rather take the new people over the ones I already am familiar with. Even though I like Nathalie as well. What's with this rabid rat, bro? Did he die already? Okay, nothing here. Nothing here either. We do have some random Rat Master wretch here, who is dead now. Iron short sword. From this bridge, you can see where the stream comes from. There are two natural springs at the base of the meeting spire. Their water flows off to the south. This area is beautiful, has water, and the spire in the center provides a good defensive position. You can see why the Chimerians have been meeting here for so long. There are 4 crumbling stone huts to the southwest of the meeting spire. They were picked clean by looters and abandoned some time ago. Nobody was even camping here. You try to detect a chill in the air or some other sign of magical infestation. There's nothing, just a bunch of old, abandoned buildings. Well, dang. You explore the stone building. It looks like it's been abandoned for quite a few years. If someone has been here recently, your tracking skills are inadequate to find the signs. And yet, something doesn't feel right. It is strange that an abandoned building is here, so close to a meeting place. You just aren't sure why. Well, whatever. We can just get loot out of it. Loot out of these places. Alright, same thing as before. Well, there is a giant cave bat here. Well, some soldiers came to attack us, that's for sure. Oh, come on, really? Right, bonuses to resistance. We can put that on him, I think. So far we've just gotten mugged. I mean, nothing anything significant yet. Okay, so another one of the 4 circles, I guess? Okay, another exit. You know, now that I think about it, Gert was the one who had the information to uh, take us to the 4 circles in the first place. So if he was dead, I can't imagine how torturous it would be for Chief Tilla there, especially if she didn't know or realize. The sign says, "Great meeting circles. Set all blades aside and come together for Chimeria." Okay, well, obviously that's the way in, but let me go ahead and explore first. Okay. Oh, random wretch. Time for you to die. And there you go. Okay, it looks like there's not much else here besides that entrance that was open. Well, who are you trying to call, huh? With that shouting of alarm. Get out of here with that. Alright, is that something that you can wear? Okay, no. We can probably put it on Kalita later. Right? So it looks like we have the whole map explored now. Only thing left to do is just go right through the entrance that is open. And sorry, just habit of exploring all that I can in sections. The tunnel into the meeting spire in the center is equipped with a massive steel portcullis, designed to keep intruders out, and inexplicably has been left partly open. The gap at the bottom is just big enough to slip through. As you walk in the lair of the enemy, you look over at Selena. You haven't been on any missions before, so this is a good chance to evaluate her. She seems strangely unconcerned. She walks behind you, tools at the ready, prepared for combat. However, she also has a slight smile on her face. You can't believe she is conflicted about anything about this mission. Or anything, really. She notices you are looking. Yes, Raylan, any problems? No, I was just checking on you. Well, you don't need to worry about me. Redbeard gave us an order. I will carry it out. Since we'll only be fighting Cimmerians, I don't think I need to worry. That is a very trusting attitude. I'm a patriot. I fight for the Pact. Our leaders may not know best, but we have to act like they do. It's not perfect, but in a war there is no other path. Rudal is unconvinced. The wisdom of our leaders forced my leader to rebel. Now I must kill my own kind. The Ram has not suffered like we have. This response barely affects Selena. Quiet your doubts. We of Darram chose our leaders, and they set us on this path. Only belief and duty will get us to the end. You don't have opinions on what is going on? I do my best not to. After all, I'm only killing Farlanders. They started this war. When they are dead, it will be finished. Selena looks ahead to the large clearing to the west. But enough chat. Let's enjoy the clarity of having clear orders. She checks her wrist finger and holds it ready. You carefully emerge into the clearing in the center of the spire. Before you is a stone circle, not for magic or worship, but for meeting. It is where Cimmerians come together to argue, judge, and plan. It is empty. Everyone has left. There are tracks on the ground, lots of them. A lot of the enemy was here recently. Then they left, all at once and quickly. It seems like you are too late. Then you hear a door close. Someone has walked out of a stone hall to the north. He is waiting by the door. There is a lone Cimmerian waiting for you. He stands by the door to the northern hall, watching you approach. You remember him. He is Dom, a shaman from Vanatok Stead. He greeted you when he first came to meet Chief Tilla. He seemed a lot less threatening then. You expect some sort of greeting, a wave, or maybe a few words. Instead, he inspects you briefly, turns, and enters the hall. Okay, so that's very sus. Let's go ahead and look at these other areas real quick before we proceed. Ooh, rejuvenation potion. Alright, let's just go ahead and head right in then. Alright, let me go ahead and save the game right here, and I'll see you all with the next part.